Proverbs 5 and 8 says, remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh the door of her house, lest thou give thy honor unto others, and thy years unto the cruel. Same verse, G and T. um, Proverbs 5 in the GNT, verse 8. Keep away from such a woman. Don't even go near her door. If you do, others will gain the respect that you once had, and you will die young at the hands of merciless people. Um, with that, I'm going to start off by saying, giving all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwarash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS for teaching nothing but the 100% truth. Shout out to you, very few beautiful Akim that's believing in truth and pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Shout out to you, very few sisters that's listening and learning in quietness, as the scriptures say so. It's your brother Ahmad out of Jacksonville, Florida, coming back, Lord willing, with another edifying video. And I titled this one, Stop Playing with Your Enemy, hashtag for you get put to death, hashtag literally. And of course, we're going into so-called black women, because at the end of the day, the scriptures clearly say that, they are our enemy. The so-called black, Native American, Hispanic, Latinos, Haitians, hey, they are our enemy. The women is our enemy, on this end. Now, is it to say every woman on this end is wicked? No, you have sisters that's rehearsing in righteousness. So, if the shoe fits for what's come out tonight, hey, it applies to you. That means you got some work to do. If not, because you got sisters that already know that's rehearsing in the faith, and they're doing what they're supposed to. But anyway, let's jump right into it, man. Going back to what I had, this Proverbs. Let's go back to it right quick, and then I'll jump right into this video we have. But it says Proverbs 5 and 8 in the Good News translations. Keep away from such a woman. Don't even go near her door, right? Don't even go near her door, because these women, man, on this end, all they do is set traps. They set traps. You see that now. These women be luring you in on these little dating sites, or next thing you go meet up with them, and you get there into the hotel, and then next thing you got 5 other dudes coming right in behind you, and they got a gun in your head, and they robbing you, man. You got to be careful. You got to be circumspect. You got to stay prayed up, because the love of many is waxing worse and worse in the end days, man. And people are really not even gonna say people, but especially these women, they're trying to make a quick dollar. So just be careful. But anyway, it says keep away from such a woman. Don't even go near her door. If you do, others will gain the respect that you once had, and you will die young at the hands of merciless people. Your strangers will take all your wealth, and what you have worked for will belong to someone else. Right? See, strangers, other men, or it could be women, because you never know nowadays in Babylon. You know, living off what your hard work, because a lot of times, especially like the things that get married on this end and they get divorced, normally the house goes to women, the car goes to women, children go to women, money. Now she has to go child support and married to her for however long time that the system qualifies to have you on alimony. Hey, don't waste your time over here, man. 'Cause these women are wicked and wicked in Babylon, man. But anyway, let's get into the video. I'll jump right into it. This is from Tony Two Times TV YouTube channel. But it says, as you see, it's a jealous woman made boyfriend FaceTime side chick before taking his life. Remember, we told you, man, these women are wicked over here on this end. They're wicked. Women don't know nothing. This is why it's important for you women that's rehearsing and righteous. You know what I'm saying? For those that sisters that have a husband, hey, to stay committed to your husband. submit to your husband. Listen to your Lord. Your husband is your Lord. Don't come from up under that, because there's many videos. Brothers do very edifying videos of, hey, you see what these women do that's outside of the truth, that don't have no type of understanding of the scriptures, don't even know why they're here. Just what it says in the scripture says, she that live in pleasure is dead while she live. They just living in pleasure because they got a house, a car, or they got a good job. They think that's just it. They think that's why they're here. They don't even understand. You were put here to serve your Lord, which is your husband. You was put here to do a duty. You was put here to raise your children. That's a woman's role. Nowadays, you got women want to be men. They want the man role. They can be mama and daddy. They want you to tell them Happy Mother's Day and Happy Father's Day. Which is all out wicked. That's a curse. But anyway, we're gonna jump right into it. Lord willing, this is edifying. Also, this video is for education purposes only, fair use only. I get any type of money or anything from it. Have to say it because you know how YouTube is. Very sensitive. Anyway, let's jump right into it.
Turn fatal. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we'll be taking it to the Chicago suburb of Naperville, Illinois, to discuss a case of a confrontation about cheating that took a turn for the worse. Back in 2020, 34-year-old Rosa LeGrone and 27-year-old Darnell Mans were navigating life together in Illinois. The couple had a lot of love for each other, to the point they even got engaged. Rosa was a mother of 5 kids, ranging from the ages of 18, 14, 13, 10, and her youngest being 6. So she had her fair share of heartbreaks and relationships along the way. But with Darnell, it felt different. The two didn't share any kids together, but he was willing to step in, accept Rosa, and whatever else came with the situation, even being a stepfather. He moved into her place, and it seemed the two would have a bright future together. Darnell was described.
See? So he moved into her place, as you heard him say, and then she already had 2 additional kids. This is why the first precept I brought out was that Proverbs 5 and 8. Because hey, if you're not quoting these women right and putting them to the test and seeing what their mind is, and you just going off their looks and beauty, this is how you get caught up. And Jake got caught up. I don't know how she looked before the picture, because this video only showed the picture that you see on the screen. But Jake got caught up, because over here in Babylon, man, Jake's battle with that Jake's love them Eves that want to be rough and tough. They attract Jake's, man. Jake's love them rough and tough girls, because it's within a man, quite honestly, it's within the man's spirit to, want to conquer and fix something. But see, in Babylon, you can't fix these so-called hyenas. You can't fix them. All they want to do is party and play, and hey, you know how the hyenas do. They eat any and everything. All type of blood on them. And you already see Jake going off because he got the Sheba Joctas in his head, which is an East Indian custom. This is not our custom. For those that don't know this, and don't come on my video talking about this is go back from Africa. Samson had 7 locks. No, that's talking about braids. These are Sheba Joctas. We're not supposed to be having Sheba Joctas. A man not supposed to have long hair, man. But anyway, let me get this precept, and then we're gonna go right into it. We're gonna go back into the video. Let me get this precept right quick. It's Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. And I found more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. See? So the sinner shall be taken by her. So we already know, hey, it cost him his life. Obviously, hey, he was a sinner. Remember the last video I did, I went into that Job 4 and 7. No man dies innocent. Obviously he was a sinner. Obviously, hey, woman worship. obviously, long hair. Obviously, he wasn't, he was shaving his beard. Obviously, he wasn't worshiping Yahweh Bashem Shai. He wasn't repenting, So, hey, the Lord gave him over to his heart, his desires, and used that. Guess what? Hey, take him out of here, because that was a spirit that was created for vengeance. But anyway, we'll jump back into the video.
As a laid back, humble, good dude who went to work, sometimes hung out, but was trying to settle down. But just like a lot of us men, when things get serious in our relationship, sometimes we second guess and ask ourselves, is this really the person I want to be with? Still young and not clear if he had any kids of his own, Darnell would slip up and start giving another woman his attention. At first it was harmless, nothing major, just a little flirting on social media, sending messages back and forth. But eventually it went to the two linking up and Darnell really feeling the side chick. Rosa started noticing a change in Darnell around about October 2020. He seemed to be falling back and his attention wasn't on Rosa at all. She confronted him about what she felt and felt he was doing behind her back. She decided to ask, was he cheating on her? Darnell brushed the situation off and told her to fall back with all that. As the next
Now, because I know might be any newbies coming back that come on the channel. Now, she accused him of cheating, and we're gonna get it just in case any newbies come and watch. Let's start with this one first. Leviticus 20:10. It says, and the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, see? And the man that commits adultery with another man's wife, even he that commit adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. This is the only way, as thus said the Lord through the scriptures, a man can commit adultery. It's not what you get taught in Babylon, like what they're going into this video. He was cheating because she so-called called him cheating. If that woman was not married, what is marriage? Sex. Sex. You can read that. You can a precept. There's many of them, but just giving you one off the top of the dome. You can go into Genesis 24 and start at 66 on down, right? But sex is marriage, right? So if she didn't have a husband, she was pretty much just a single girl. Hey, it's not adultery. He didn't commit no type of adultery. But see, over here in Babylon, they push one wife, one man. That's chaos. Now, I'm not saying for every relationship, because especially like us that's in the truth, as Paul said, really not Paul. It was in the it's in the law. Don't be so quick to try to add extra wives to yourself if you're a priest, because all of us that know the understanding of this truth and you're doing the work, and we're all priests. And by you adding another woman, that comes distractions, that comes headaches, because it's in a woman's spirit to be wanting attention all the time, and a lot of our time is occupied. We have to occupy our time first and foremost with Yahweh Bashem Shai, and then afterwards, we give to our families or your jobs and stuff like that. But just throwing that out there, the only way a man can commit adultery is messing with another man's wife. So if she's a single woman, hey, guess what? It wasn't adultery. I'm gonna get another one. Yeah, that's what I want. I'm gonna get this one too. I want to get this one. Exodus 21:10. If he take him another wife, see, if a man takes him another wife, see, it goes into it. If he take him another wife, her food, her remnant, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish, right? So whatever you was doing with that first wife, and you can't take that from her. You can't take that from her. You can't take that time away from her. You can't take sex away from her. And it says, and if he do not these three unto her, then shall she go out free without money, right? So, hey, she go out free without money. Hey, that means that she go out free without money. That means that you ain't giving, you don't give her the house, you ain't giving her no kids, and most and foremost, you ain't paying her no child support, because child support is a sin. Because the child goes back to that man. That's that man's seed. You get taught over here in Babylon that that's my children, that's my kids, which hey, that's wicked. I mean, it is y'all children, but most importantly, it's the man's child. That's the man's seed, And it says, he that's smitten a man so that he die shall be surely put to death, right? And that's what his wife did too. She put him to death because she got jealous. Matter of fact, let me get this and then we'll jump back into the video because she got jealous. Let me get this precept and then we'll jump back into the video because they said that she went searching. She went through his phone. She asked. Proverbs 6:16 NLT, it says, there are 6 things the Lord hates. No, 7 things he detests. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that kill the innocent, and a heart that plots evil. And it's going to go into the video. She plotted evil. It says, feet that race to do wrong. And you're going to hear in the video, after this precept that I'm going to play, she was rushing to put this dude to death. It says, a false witness who pours out lies, a person who sows discord in a family. And she did all this, man. She poured out lies, even though she don't know that she did. But she killed the man for so-called what Babylon teaches, which is cheating, which he didn't cheat. If that woman that he slept with or he was messing with, if she didn't have a husband, it's not considered adultery. So anyway, now we're gonna go to the video and let the video finish out. And we'll finish out. Yeah, man. This is why we got to get out of here.
As week would go by, her suspicions grew even more, and Darnell seemed like he was ready to make his exit, call things off, and leave the relationship. On November 6th, Rosa again confronted Darnell about cheating, claiming she had time and knew exactly who his side chick was. The argument started earlier in that day, with her 4 youngest kids being home. As Darnell told her he was done and started packing his clothes to leave, she told the kids to go wait for her in the car. She then called a family member and told them, he think I'm playing. Come get my kids. I'm about to go to jail for the rest of my.
Hey, sidebar, man. You know that song by R. Kelly? When a woman fed up. She was fed up. She said, he think I'm playing. She told her people, she said, you have to come get the kids right now. I'm going to jail for the rest of my life, which had me bring out that precept. Hey, see, she already, once it's made up in the mind, she knew what she was about to do. She rushed to do what she was about to do.
My life. Rosa then went to her room and grabbed a gun. As Darnell was trying to calm her down, telling her just let me go, she told him no and wanted him to call the woman he was dealing with. When he refused to, multiple shots went off, hitting Darnell in his spine and other parts of his body. Rosa then grabbed his phone and took it upon herself to go to Facebook and video call the young lady. Confused, thinking it was Darnell, until she saw Rosa's face. She couldn't believe what was going on. Rosa was holding a gun, asking her questions, while Darnell laid in a pool of blood. Still mad, Rosa then walked over and kicked the man twice and asked, "That's who it is? That's who you leaving me for?" in reference to the young lady who was on the phone. Since it was early, 2:15 p.m., neighbors in the quiet community had called police, claiming they heard arguing and it sounded like a domestic dispute. When they responded to the home, they found Darnell in critical condition, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds, but still clinging to life. He was rushed to a local hospital. Rosa was taken in and questioned. At first, she told police she was tired of Darnell cheating on her. She then confronted him. She claimed after arguing for a minute, she was scared and grabbed her gun, and it went off by mistake. But she didn't realize police had Darnell's phone. and had spoken to the young lady, who she FaceTimed. She told police it was clear Rosa was the aggressor and that the lady was furious at Darnell. With that information, she was taken into custody, charged with attempted hit and assault. As days went by, Darnell was still in the hospital fighting for his life. But unfortunately, on the third day, he would pass away due to a bullet lodged in his spine. This would leave Rosa with her charges being upgraded to first-degree murder. At her bail hearing, Rosa's attorney described her as a good mother who was ready to settle down. They claimed she didn't mean to hurt Darnell at all, and she loved the man very much, but was tired of being hurt and wanted the truth to come out. The judge spoke about the call and Rosa's anger and felt this wasn't a crime of passion, but a cold-blooded shooting. She was given a $1.5 million bond. As of now, Rosa is still incarcerated at the DuPage County Jail. Her case is still pending and hasn't made its way to trial yet, and she is innocent until proven otherwise. Rest in peace to Darnell. I send my prayers and condolences to his family. I know a lot of people.
Hey, you get it. You get it, man. That's why the scriptures, hey, clearly, man, you got to understand these things. It says, Micah 7:10, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? My eyes shall behold her, and now she'll be trodden down as the mire of the streets. But what I wanted is, then she that is my enemy. See, she was his enemy. She threw away what it tells you in Proverbs 14:1. A woman, she break down her own house with her own hands, roughly paraphrasing. She's destroyed her whole household. Her whole household. Whole household gone. Took her hedge of protection out, which was her Lord, which was her husband, right? Then you took the kid's father away from him. Well, no, they didn't. Matter of fact, I take that back because they didn't have no kids together. They had no kids together. So, but hey, you see how she felt about Jake. She got rid of Jake all out of anger and jealousy, which is wicked. And it tells you, let's get it. Water, how about showing shots? Let's get it. And because it tells you in the Apocrypha, I gotta go get it right quick. Let me go get it. Please, in chapter 26, Ecclesiasticus 26, it says, verse 6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman. See? Jealous over another woman and a scourge of the tongue which communicated with all. That's a grief of heart. She was jealous over another woman. Instead of this dude was still coming back to the house. This dude was still paying the bills, but you let jealousy kill your husband. You let jealousy kill your husband. That's why, like the elders and apostles say all the time, you gotta leave these so-called black women that say they got money, they want to be independent, they can do all bad and good all by themselves. Let them be right there. Because these videos that we do, and for the women, the hopeful like women, it's for the women that want to put off that old women, repent, and you're not coming in that feminist movement thinking that you're equal or better than a man. Because that's not why Yahweh Bashim Yahushua created you. You're supposed to be in subject over your Lord, which is your husband. You're supposed to be in subject to that man. But see, now these women want to be the man or be over the man. They want to call the shots. And that's what happened. Hey, she called the shots. So you know what happened? It tells you in that Ecclesiastes 7:26. Hey, matter of fact, and it tells you in here. Let me find it. It's in here too. Verse 7 says that evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that have hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. And boy, he had a scorpion. Because she went in on Jake. She shot Jake up, man. Let me see. Where is it at? You can read this whole chapter, man. It goes into it. grace of a wife. Let me go down some more. I believe it's in this 26th chapter. Yeah, here we go. Right here. Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, 26 and 23. It says, a wicked woman is given. See, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that fear of the Lord. See, so if you were Jake out there and you got one of these women, hey, always got an attitude, always going through your phone, always trying to figure out where you at and what you doing and causing you hell and misery. Hey, going back to that Ecclesiastes 7:26, hey, you need to check yourself. And we all been here. Hey, I had one. For this truth, I had one. And start learning the truth, start repenting, putting off that old man. Guess what? Yahweh Shah moved that one out the way. And that's what Yahweh Shah do for you too. But see, the more of this context here, this precept here, who's giving them? Who's giving them? See, Yahweh Shah giving them out. So if you got a wicked wife, who gave you that wicked wife? This is why you must fear Yahweh Shah. This is why we try to tell you, Jake, hey, when you go sit in these other houses, you don't get the understanding of these scriptures as you do if you listen to the elders and apostles of GMS and the affiliate brothers, man. Because they don't go into stuff like this. They're not going to tell you stuff like this because they are all up under the 501c3 and they keep Jake's brainwashed, man. You know, they help keep Jake's, confused. So, just be careful, be circumspect out here, man. Hey, Shadawan, brother. Shadawan. Na'ar Kalaya Ban Yasharal. I'm getting better, bro. Yeah, let's go. Shadawan, bro. Shadawan. Yahabashel Shah Barakatah. But yeah, man, you just gotta stay circumspect, man. Stay circumspect out here because these women, they moving different now. Especially with you got the so-called Kamala Harris, running for president. So now you got women that's been married over 30, 40, 50 years, 10 years. These women got a different spirit, different vibration, man. They divorcing their husbands. They're putting their husbands to death. You know what I'm saying? They already passing laws and trying to keep them laws in place to where they can abort their children. But these are the same women that say they love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? Sidebar, man. So you just got to be circumspect out here, man. And so Lord willing, this is edifying. It's your brother Ahmad out of Jacksonville, Florida. Coming back to you with an edifying video. I pray that blessing and bless shall be upon your household. And hey, Shalom.